Hello, my name is Vithiya Bunya. Nickname is Nick. Class 57/57. Student ID 574701444. I come from Department of Public Administration in นครปฐมราชภัฏ University.
Hello, my name is ธรรมนูญก้าเหลือง My nickname is New. Student ID 574701422. Class 57/57. I come from Department of Public Administration in นครปฐมราชภัฏ University.
Hello, my name is จักรพันธ์ศรีสง่าม My nickname Note. Student ID 574701409. Class 57/57. I come from Department of Public Administration in นครปฐมราชภัฏ University.
Hello, my name is Ratanapol Sahan. My nickname is James. Student ID 574701437. Class 57/57. I come from Department of Public Administration of in นครปฐมราชภัฏ University.
Hello, my name is เขมทัศน์ ตันบุญเจริญ My nickname is เข็ม Student ID 574701408. Class 57/57. I come from Department of Public Administration in นครปฐมราชภัฏ University.
Hello, my name is สารัตน์ วีถาวร My nickname is ไป Student ID 574701465. Class 57/57. I come from Department of Public Administration in นครปฐมราชภัฏ University.
Okay.
Hello. Excuse me. Today we come from Department Public Administration in นครปฐมราชภัฏ University. I would like to ask you about the economy, society, and politics of your country. Let's start with the politics of your country.
From of the political system of your country.
What is the system? It's a democratic system. We come from South Africa.
Currently, who is the leader of the country?
President Zuma, Jacob Zuma.
Country, what are some problems about the political system of your country?
Do you want an honest answer?
We have elections to elect members of parliament from different parts of the country every 4 years. The members of parliament themselves then elect the president. They choose the president, and the president then chooses senior ministers or senior members of parliament to become his government ministers. A minister of law and order, a minister of health, a minister of finance, etc. So he appoints a cabinet of ministers of about, I think of about 12 to 16 people to help him run the country.
How does your country is guideline to solving problem?
I'm sorry?
ทำไม
How does your country is guideline
ไกด์ไลน์
guideline
Guideline to solving problems.
to solving problem?
Guidelines in solving problems. What kind of problems?
problem ปั
What,
ญหา
what problems?
political problem
How do we solve political problems?
Yeah.
No, we don't solve, we create. we have the system works quite well, except
corruption
yeah, there is some
Silver
corruption.
money.
There is some corruption in our country. I think there is similar problems in your country too.
ต่อไปใคร
What does the government of your country to focus?
Didn't catch that. What do you say?
What are the policy of your president, like export, import, like that, the business?
We import. What's his focus on?
What
What's the president's focus on currently?
What is he focusing on? Job creation is a big problem in our country. We have a lot of unemployment. We have about 25 to 30% unemployment in our country. So job creation is a big problem, and that is a big focus. Our growth rate, our annual growth rate is not as good as it should be. So we have to create more growth, which in turn will create more employment. That is the focus at the moment. And housing, additional housing for a lot of people who don't have proper housing, proper facilities in their housing, water, electricity. A lot of people are lacking those basic necessities.
How is your economy system in the country?
Well, the economy is not going very well at the moment because our growth rate, our forecasted growth rate, annual growth rate should be around 3 to 5%. At the moment, we are only experiencing something like 1% or even less. It's still a positive growth rate, but it's not far from being stagnant and not growing. So the economy is not doing very well. It's not doing very well because South Africa is a big mining producer of gold, platinum, and other base metals and diamonds. And those commodities worldwide have seen a big slump in prices over the last few years. So that's affected our exports and our ability to earn foreign currency. So therefore, our exports are not earning enough money. We have to import a lot of goods as well. So the balance of payments is getting very close to being negative, and therefore our growth rate is not so good.
How does the government of your country have to support the economy?
support
So
economy
like pension.
How do we support the economy? How do we keep the company? I'm not quite sure.
It's been, when you got a problem like that, what about the government they done for you?
What has the government done? Well, it taxes us and heavily. We, you know, there is only
ลดภาษีให้มัน
one of the problems in South Africa is there is a small, relatively small workforce supplying the taxation to the government, who then use this money to provide services, health, education, etc. So because a lot of people are not working, they are not supplying taxes to the government, which is a big problem. The more people you can get to work, the more money the government will earn in taxation. So our focus really is to try and get more employment to earn more money to the government, which in turn can provide better services to the people.
Your country has resolved for the right to invest or not?
Investment. Resort investment.
Do we have reserves? Do we have resource to invest?
To invest where? I'm not sure what you mean.
In what area?
In other countries?
เก็บไม่ถูกปะเนี่ย easy นะ
I think as a resources for the right to invest in.
คนรวยกับคนจนอันไหนมากกว่ากันปะ
between poor and rich
Oh, you mean for people to invest in our country?
yes
That's a good question.
difficult thing
That's,
คำถามยาก
the country, every country, including our country, wants companies to come and invest in our country. Because companies come to invest and they create jobs and they create, wealth for the people. Our country would like more people to come and invest, but we have got some problems as well because taxation perhaps is not as attractive. We don't make it attractive enough for companies to come and invest in our country. Although there are many firms, companies who do. For example, we make BMW cars in our country to export to the rest of the world. So BMW will come and invest.
BM
A lot of other companies do too, but we would like a lot more to come. And the government should make it more attractive from the taxation point of view, from the labor point of view. Labor is also a problem because in our country, the unions have a very powerful say in what happens in the labor market. In other words, a lot of strikes, they will create a lot of strikes if the people are unhappy, which companies don't like because it disrupts the work and it reduces profit.
Okay.
Unions' influence is a big problem for us.
okay
What do you find a problem in your country?
What problems? I've just said unions. Unions are a big problem.
อ๋อ
They create a lot of. They're too powerful. They are too powerful, and therefore they have too much to say in what happens in the country. If
Do you think the cause of the problem?
no, what happened in our country? The government formed an alliance with the unions and the South African Communist Party. It's called a tri-party alliance. So those three organizations, the government, the head of the unions, and the head of the Communist Party, they work together in government to help make decisions. So if that means that the unions then can have a lot of power, because if they will say to the government, we will not work with you unless you give us the power to do what we want. Therefore, the government is a problem.
What is your comment? National
Can I guess? Have you heard of Zulu? The Zulus?
The language.
so many language
Zulu, Swahili.
You see, up until about 100 years ago, we had what we called an Afrikaner culture. Afrikaners. They were Dutch and they were English-speaking cultures. So we had a Dutch culture, we had an English-speaking culture, and the Africans
Then joined us.
then became more powerful, and over the years became more politically powerful, and they gradually took over the running of the country. So the African culture is now the dominant culture in our country. Whites, we call them whites, Afrikaners and English, are in the minority.
Travel to Thailand. How do you dine with Thai people?
We find them very friendly and very helpful.
Thank you.
thank you ขอบคุณ